driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, or good afternoon, actually. I'm just doing a little bit of sharing. All right. That is complete. Let me get my little camera riser. That didn't work. There we go. I may not be looking right at. Okay, good. You're here. I don't need to send a text today. Good. Wow. I see a lot of things that can go wrong right now. I want to go over there and get my soda, but there's things in the way. I'm having one of those days. I'm having a... Today just kind of sucks. I've been having... I hate talking about it, but I have to. I don't have to, but my nightmares are just... I wake up thinking I don't belong in this world is what happens. And it's very nerve-wracking. Because then I wake up and for hours I don't know where I belong, and sometimes I just can't get grounded. Today I'm able to ground a little bit better. So good afternoon, Patricia and Chris and Ingrid. It's good to have you all here. Yeah, and in my nightmares I'm always drunk. Before I just lost my time prior, but now I keep losing my time that I have now. And that's kind of disturbing to go through every day. It's like my brain wants, let's put it this way. Alcoholism is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to want to believe it, but it's true. Bill W. asked for whiskey on his deathbed. So don't tell me that this disease is not cunning, that it is not powerful. Yes, our infamous Bill W. Don't take it, oh my God, he wanted to drink because people were disappointed. He was on his deathbed. If he had had his own mind, he wouldn't have asked for that, okay? It was his subconscious trying to find a way out again. Every day is a daily reprieve. I'm telling you. It can only take one little, and that's it. That's it. And it can happen to any of us. I'm going to tell you, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. It isn't so much like in my dreams, it isn't so much the drinking, it's the destruction I cause. Because I start killing people in my dreams. And it becomes very violent because I get tired of people fucking with me. And I just... very violent. And that's what disturbs me the most. Okay. Makes me wonder who I really am, I don't like doubting myself. So, but let's get to... Oh, I didn't do introductions and stuff. Let's do introductions, and then we're going to get to the other part. Oh, I got to do some trigger. I'm still on my laptop. Gosh darn it. Oh my God, it's loading MS-DOS stuff now, and it won't affect this. So welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host. Hey, if I can't laugh at this stuff, I'll just get mad, throw it against the wall, right? And then, of course, if you're here, please say hello. So, um, yeah, exactly. I get it, Chris, but I think a lot of times for me, it's self-made. I think a lot of times it's self-made. I tend to overreact on things. I overreacted the other day on a friend, and it hit me last night. And after this, I'm making a phone call because I feel like I owe an amends on something. Okay, they had posted people I don't like, and I reacted. Okay, it isn't up for me to decide what route they want to go. I'm supposed to support what people want to do and understand why they do it. Okay. Now, what am I really feeling about this? Well, it makes me feel like I'm stabbed in the back. Because sometimes people only come to me when the other people aren't being nice to them. And that kind of hurts me because they never, they don't share anything that I do. And, hardly anybody shares what I do. I don't want their name attached to it, I guess. I don't know. I don't really ask people to share. I'm like, oh, you do share it, you do share it. Gary does some sharing, and I appreciate it, and things like that. But, yeah, there you go, Chris. Thank you. Nobody is perfect. All right. I'll go with that. I'll go with that for today. I think that's I think for some reason that line makes me feel better. Knowing that I don't need to be perfect and that Dion can just be Dion. So thank you for reminding me of that, Chris. I needed that. See? I don't always come on here and help you guys. Sometimes I come on here and you help me. Thanks. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. All right. Isn't it about being honest? I mean, we go through things and we're human. It's about being honest with what actually happened. So, and sometimes for me, it can take a few days for me to kind of come into the realization, but I will. I'll come around to it. All right. The perverse wish to hide a bad motive underneath a good one permeates human affairs from top to bottom. So we were kind of talking about this. Let's say I was going through, well, let's take my friend, for instance, right? Now, they didn't do anything wrong, right? We've already established that. Okay. But let's be honest here. I could have just as easily said, well, you know what? I help more people and da da da. I could try and go that route. I don't think that I do, though. If I'm being honest, right? Right? Got to be honest with myself. So what they're saying is good and bad. Okay. So we have good, bad, and indifferent. Okay. Well, there's three of them. And you understand those. I don't need to explain them. Okay. They're all the same. You need to handle those three things exactly the same with love, tolerance, and an open mind. Okay. The other day when that happened, I did not have an open mind. I had a one-track mind. Okay. And now I need to do something about it. There is an action that needs to be taken at this point. And that action is on me. Okay. Because I had to be fully honest with myself. Do they know what they're doing? Do they know that it affects me? Yes, they do. Okay. But this person goes through the same exact stuff that I do. Okay. So we're connected in a way that she won't have a connection with. And I appreciate that connection. She appreciates that connection. So why can't I just let it be the way that it is? Why do I feel the need to fight against these people? Okay? And that's only a question you can ask yourself. The moment we pick up our tools to fight again, we are losing. Okay? And I don't know about anybody else, but there's a lot of times when I feel the need to do it, I don't, because it is not my call. This subtle and elusive kind of self-righteousness can underlie the smallest act or thought. Learning daily to spot, admit, and correct these flaws is the essence of character building and good living. Wow. God, this wasn't gonna, it was gonna be a different topic, and I came to this. I'm like, toward honesty, I'm like, I think I need to talk about that. And it's because I needed to work through some things. So, see how I can work through things and help other people at the same time. The best way to learn something is to teach it. Okay. So, learning daily to spot, admit, and correct these flaws. That is what we call living in the solution. And that's where we live. I live in the solution most of the time. Obviously, the other day, I was not living in the solution, I was living in the problem. Okay. Is this person doing this over here? Do I not like it? Is it even against the law? Is it my business? What is my intention? Who will I affect if I make this move? Okay. It is our duty, our actual duty, to bring happiness and love. That is our duty now. Are we going to be perfect? No. We're not going to be perfect at it, but gosh, we're going to be really good at it. Okay. There'll be times when you fail. You know what failure is? Progress. Failure is progress. It doesn't feel like it at the time, even if you know it. Oh, I failed. And you know it's progress, but it's kind of hard at the very beginning, right? Go ahead and feel those feelings for a little while. Maybe put a time limit on it. Maybe you're angry. That's what I do is when I'm angry, I put time limits on myself. My mom taught me that trick when I was 16, and it works very, very well for me. Okay, I can be mad as I want about this for 10 more minutes, and then I got to move on with my day. And a lot of times I find I don't even take the 10 minutes. Once I allow myself that, I find that my mind switches, it changes. It starts to think, well, maybe this person wasn't trying to really go out of their way to mess with my day, even though they did that. So, how am I going to deal with this? How am I going to learn? What am I going to learn from it? The deception of others is nearly always rooted in the deception of ourselves. What they're saying, what I'm taking from that is, but for the grace of God go I. In other words, everything that I see out here that disrupts me is me. Oh, but that's just wrong. It's still disrupting me. Okay. And when I allow those things to disrupt me, that's when the devil gets to step in, my friends. Okay. The devil will step in. And he will step in more and more the more you succeed. I know what my nightmares are about. He wants my ass. He wants my ass. He ain't getting me again. Nope. Because I will not step out of the sunlight of the spirit ever again. I learned my lesson. I learned it hard. I learned it hard. I destroyed my whole body, man. I am not, for 52, I am not in good shape. Screw the devil. Fuck him. So hallelujah. That's why glory goes to God, man. Glory goes to God. Why does glory go to God? Because then He takes that glory and creates more sunshine for you. That's what happens. That's what happens to me anyway. When I give glory to God, okay? And everything that I do is based around God. This is based around God. Before I come on here, I ask him every time, God, give me your words, your will, not mine. And I will always believe that. I will not stray from that again. Today, right? Now I don't need to even really worry about it because I know how to handle today. Yeah. See how we can see how the more we talk, see, I'm feeling better because, that's right. I'm not done, but it looks like you're leaving. If so, I love you, honey. And thank you. This is a sick man. How may I help him? The next part. Somehow being alone with God doesn't seem as embarrassing as facing up to another person. Yep. It's actually easy with God. Until we actually sit down and talk aloud about what we have hidden so long, our willingness to clean house is still largely theoretical. When we are honest with another person, it confirms that we have been honest with ourselves and with God. And there they're talking about the fifth step. Okay. That is the step towards liberation. It is the freedom step, 4 and 5. Sponsi and I finished step 5 yesterday. Today he looked like a new fucking man. He doesn't know it. I ain't gonna tell him. I want him to enjoy what's going on without knowing. Because that creates faith. See, it's not for me to do yet. When I meet him next week, I'll tell him. But I want him to have the week. That's between him and God, and I will not interfere. I am a sponsor, a guide. That is it. There is no difference between me or anybody else. Right? And I wasn't thinking that way the other day, was I? I was thinking only of myself and only of my own feelings. All right, that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was Gary. We were just wrapping up. Love you, bro. Sorry. I don't have much more to talk about. So otherwise, I'd do another one for you. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Gary, good to see you. Chris, we had Patricia and Ingrid here. I love you all. Peace out and have a day.